Good morning, everyone. I am Marlon Etchapare, and I will be discussing about advanced content marketing. So, what is content marketing? Content marketing is a strategic marketing approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and engage a clearly defined target audience. The goal is to build trust, establish brand authority, and ultimately drive profitable customer action. Content marketing aims to provide informative, entertaining, or educational content that aligns with the interests and needs of the audience. Advanced content marketing refers to a strategic and innovative approach that goes beyond the basics of creating and distributing content. It involves leveraging cutting edge technologies, data driven insights, and sophisticated strategies to deliver highly personalized, interactive, and impactful content experiences. So here are some forms of content marketing. So in the present time, here are some of the trending or common forms of content marketing. So we have number one, blog posts and articles. So blog posts and articles are very informative and educational articles that address specific topics relevant to the audience. So an example of this would be the Lazada Philippine blog. So Lazada, one of the leading e-commerce platforms in the Philippines, maintains a blog or website that features articles on product reviews, lifestyle tips, and guides, providing valuable content for online shoppers. So another example would be the ABS-CBN News. Those articles tag under brand news, so they post about the latest news on products and endorsements. Next would be the social media posts. So, social media posts are short-term content shared on various social media platforms to engage and interact with the audience. So, an example of this would be the Jollibee Facebook page. So, a Jollibee is a very popular fast food chain in the Philippines. So, they uses its Facebook page to share engaging content, including promotions, user-generated content, and heartwarming stories, creating a strong online community. Next would be the infographics and visual content. So visual representations of information, data, or concepts to convey messages in a visually appealing way. So an example of this would be the Philippine Statistics Authority infographics on their website and Facebook page. Fourth, videos. So engaging and shareable videos that may include tutorials, product demonstrations, interviews, or storytelling. So example of this would be the ABS-CBN Entertainment's YouTube channel and other social media applications like Facebook videos, TikTok, and on Twitter. Fifth would be the podcast. So, audio content, often in the form of interviews, discussions, or storytelling, distributed through podcast platforms. So, example of this would be the podcasts in the online apps like Spotify, Audible, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Six would be ebooks and white papers. So, in-depth and comprehensive pieces of content that provide detailed insights or solutions on a specific topic. For example, content about online guide on Philippine Stock Exchange, investment, pwede rito yung financial websites and blogs, and educational materials from, for example, from insurance companies. Seventh would be the webinars and live streams. So, real-time online events for presenting information, interacting with the audience, and addressing questions. So, example would be the Shopee Philippines live stream event. So, Shopee, just like Lazada, an e-commerce platform, conducts live stream event where influencers showcase their endorsed or brand products. And other example of this would be the Facebook live selling and TikTok live selling that become popular during this pandemic era. So aside from this, we do also have different strategies applied in doing content marketing. So on my report, I have three and I will try to give example on the local scene. So number one, we have the localized interactive campaigns. Localized interactive campaigns develop interactive campaigns tailored to diverse culture and preference of different regions in the Philippines. So, an example ko dito would be the Sinulog Interactive Photo Contest by Cebu Pacific in 2021. So, Cebu Pacific, in celebration of the Sinulog Festival, organized an interactive photo contest where participants could submit their Sinulog Festival themed photos. So the campaign encouraged engagement through user-generated content, and winners were determined through online voting. Next is a data-driven content strategies for local insights. So the strategy employed on this would be uh, employment of predictive analytics to anticipate future trends and tailor content strategies accordingly. So a good example of this would be the ABS-CBN News content. So the news media employs data analytics to understand weather patterns and disaster occurrences in different regions of the Philippines. Uh, Also, another example of this would be the data-driven content of ABS-CBN from the netizen in the locality uh, for them to upload and share their videos. So if you remember the Bayan Mo Ipatrol Mo, which was established before the 2010 national and local elections, so they use the social media to report what's happening in the local elections. Next is the multi-channel distribution. So the strategy employed in this would be the implementation of a multi-platform distribution strategy with content adapted to each platform and region. So example, the Jollibee's integrated social media campaign. So of course, siguro lahat naman tayo nakain na ng Jollibee, no? So it is a very popular fast food chain that employs a multi-channel strategy. So from the social media platforms, TV advertisement, in-store promotions, print ads, and coupons to reach a diverse audience. So we now go to the challenges in advanced content marketing. Number one would be the technological infrastructure. So challenge would be the limited access to advanced technologies and high-speed internet in some regions that may hinder the seamless adoption of interactive and immersive content. Of course, the solution for this would be investing in improving technological infrastructure and ensuring content is optimized for various internet speeds. Next would be the data privacy concerns. So, the challenge on this would be the heightened concerns about data privacy and security that may impact the implementation of personalized content strategies. So, our solution for this would be ensuring strict compliance with data protection regulations, transparent communication on data usage, and implementing a robust security measures. Third would be adapting to emerging channels. So the challenge on this would be the staying updated with emerging channels such as new social media platforms, voice search, and evolving consumer preferences. Our mitigation on this would be the regularly monitoring industry trends, conducting market research, and maintaining agility to adapt to quickly to new channels. So, example, kung dati before pandemic, yung mga major social media Facebook, Twitter, at YouTube lang. Ngayon, meron TikTok. So, before yung editing ng videos and photos, simpleng Adobe Photoshop lang and simple video editing app. Ngayon, may AI na for image generation na and mas advanced na yung mga applications. Future trends in advanced content marketing. So number one, we have the rise of virtual events and experiences. So the trend is the increasing adoption of virtual events, webinars, and immersive online experiences to engage audiences remotely. So an example of this would be during the pandemic, everything goes virtual or online. So an example of this would be the virtual Festa celebration by San Miguel Corporation in 2020 and 2021. So kung familiar tayo with Oktoberfest, so they made it online pa rin. So virtual fiesta celebration. So yun, nagkaroon sila ng mga online games, live stream cultural performances, and other online engaging experience for the consumers. Next is AI-driven hyper-personalization. So the trend would be the advancement in AI will lead to a more sophisticated hyper-personalization, tailoring content to individual preferences at an unprecedented level. So hyper-personalization is the most advanced way brands can tailor their marketing to individual customers. So it's done by creating custom and targeted experiences through the use of data, analytics, AI, and automation. So, di ba kung dati napapansin nyo kapag nag-search kayo sa Shopee or Lazada, or in Google search, yung search yung product, lalabas siya as suggested advertisement sa Facebook. Facebook has kindness of algorithm using a spyware wherein they try to analyze our browsing search content for products of the customers. Sustainable and purpose-driven content. So the trend is increasing consumer awareness and demand for sustainability will drive brands to focus on purpose-driven and eco-friendly content. So the implication would be the brands can align with environmental and social causes, creating content that communicates their commitment to sustainability. Interactive social media content. So the trend would be increasing focus on interactive content formats on social media, such as polls, quizzes, and interactive content. So, kung familiar kayo with Twitter polls, so another also would be the YouTube advertisement. So, di ba, they have the survey questionnaire there. So, conclusion. In the ever-evolving landscape of digital marketing, advanced content marketing and its strategies redefine how brands connect with their audience by integrating innovative technologies, data-driven insights, and personalized experiences. Businesses can captivate and build lasting relationships with today's consumers. Success depends on a balance of creativity, technology, and ethical data practices. So, advanced content marketing is not just about promotion, it is a conduit or channel for meaningful engagement, storytelling, and community building in the ever evolving digital landscape. That would be all for my report. Thank you po.